COVID-19 is a major stress and worry on everyone's mind for their safety and for their protection. People are worried about loved ones becoming sick from the illness and confused about different safety procedures that they must follow. COVID-19 has affected everybody in some way, with social distancing and with loved ones and themselves getting sick from the illness. For me, COVID-19 has affected me personally because of my grandmother who caught the illness earlier this month. I was very scared for her health and I was very worried if she was going to be able to make it or not. Luckily, it wasn't too severe and she was able to bounce back from the illness and get back to being healthy. The purpose of this speech is to understand why wearing face masks for safety and protection is essential. Face masks are essential because they lower the number of COVID cases, they protect ourselves, and they can be able to get us back to normal living. One reason we need to wear face masks is because they help and face masks are proven to work. As Becky Pulaski reported in her article of new COVID cases on October 15th of 2020, she states 4 area counties reported new cases of COVID-19 on Wednesday, as another 1,276 new cases of the virus were reported statewide, to bring Pennsylvania's total number of cases to 175,922 since the beginning of the pandemic. As well as that information, a news reporter from NewsRx released a systematic review of face masks on May 19th of 2020, stating that studies also suggested that early initiation of face mask usage was more effective. Masks were also reported to be more effective in viruses that transmit easily from asymptomatic individuals, also as known as SARS-CoV-2. How face masks work. According to the CDC article, Your Health, on September 18th of 2020, the CDC states that these droplets that come from the mouth can land into the mouths or noses of people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Spread is more likely when people are in close contact with one another or within 6 feet. Additionally, the Santa Fe New Mexican article titled "The Science is Clear, Face Masks Work" states masks help stem the spread of coronavirus. Wear them so we can begin to put the pandemic behind us. Many people feel that masks are a nuisance or that they don't work in general. Masks are not a nuisance and are effective if they are worn correctly. Ellen Warren responded in Office Face Mask, Function Over Fashion on October 18th of 2020 that whether you are wearing a mask because you want to be considerate of others, the government demands it, or because you are required to by a sign on the door saying you can't come in without one, the crucial thing is to cover your nose and mouth. Along with that information, Nina Bai stated in her article, Still Confused About Masks, on June 26th of 2020, that masks may be more effective as a source control because they can prevent larger expelled droplets from evaporating to smaller droplets that can travel farther. Knowing this information about how face masks help and how face masks work, this is why we should wear a face mask. If we wear face masks, it could lower the number of COVID cases. And as Dr. Dawn Harper from the Daily Mirror states on July 24th of 2020, we are getting new cases every day and sadly people are losing their lives to this hideous disease. So we need to do everything we can to protect ourselves and those around us. Also, Jamal Ayub of the Times India on July 20th of 2020 states, when a mask is worn loose and the nose is not covered, it is likely to put a person more at risk. Equally important, if we don't wear masks, COVID cases can rise. We need to wear masks for our protection. An article by The Independent on June 6, 2020, titled "Everyone Should Wear Face Masks in Public Says Who," states the BMA is now calling for the policy to be extended beyond transport, adding that the risk from COVID-19 will be much less if the measures were introduced immediately rather than later in the month. Likewise, an article titled The Power of Masks by Gavin Yamey, Mariah Espada, Anna Perna Campapardi, and Madeline Roach from the Time magazine states on July 20th of 2020 that rejecting face masks inevitably means embracing more COVID-19 cases and deaths. This information shows that masks are essential. To go along with this, Gillian Bora's Volume 30, Issue 15 of Eureka Street on July 26 of 2020 states the refusal to wear a mask in present circumstances could be considered not only a nuisance to other people, but a positive danger to them. Together with this information, Nina Say, Hesman De Jesus, and Aaron Garcia article, How Much Do Face Masks Help Against COVID-19, published April 23rd of 2020, states a mask of any sort may help capture some virus-laden droplets before they enter into the air. They also will reduce the forward force of the inhaled cloud of droplets, diverting flow and cutting turbulence. That should limit how far the particles can travel. All things considered, it is imperative that we should wear our masks and adhere to social distancing guidelines so that we can lower the number of COVID cases, provide protection for ourselves and for others, and be able to get back to normal living without having to deal with COVID. Instead of thinking that face masks are a nuisance or inconvenient to ourselves and to others, we need to continue to wear them to keep ourselves and others safe. It is imperative that we wear a face mask for protection and so we can be able to get back to normal living. Thank you.